Now to an incredible story of perseverance that's not over yet. Good evening, I'm Denise Wong.
And I am Noah Bond. Ashley Graham's talked with a woman who suffered a life-changing injury after a drunk driver hit her last winter. And now she has a message for all of us.
Here we go.
Smiling and laughing. Going for a ride with Grandma. Tiffany Swisher has always loved spending time with her grandkids, but she wasn't always confined to a wheelchair.
It's been a very tough 8 months.
On February 5th, Tiffany's life changed forever. She was in her car on the side of 395, waiting for a tow truck when she was hit by a drunk driver.
And then the next thing I remember is I must have been a paramedic pulling me out of the back of my car.
I called 911, I called, all the different police departments, I called all the different hospitals, and she was a Jane Doe at that time.
When Chelsea finally found her mom, Tiffany was fighting for her life.
Waiting to hear if she was going to survive or not. And then the next step was hearing that she survived, and a couple days later finding out that she was paralyzed.
It was hard to process what was going on.
Tiffany suffered a spinal cord injury that left her permanently paralyzed from the shoulders down. But she didn't let this life-changing injury destroy her spirit.
Oh my God. Trying really hard.
Now she's adjusting to life as a quadriplegic.
You can't do anything. Pet your dog, hug your kids, your grandkids. So you lose all of that.
And she's also losing her life savings, trying to cover thousands of dollars of medical bills.
You've just got bill after bill after bill after bill.
This displaced her from her home. That's a huge expense, and we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars of medical care.
Tiffany did have car insurance. She met the state's minimum liability coverage, but it wasn't enough. Bridget Evans is an insurance agent in Reno.
State minimums are typically not something that my office will write for people.
She says her recommendation is at least 4 times what Nevada requires.
Everybody that comes into my office, I'm going to automatically recommend, let's say, a $100,000 each person, $300,000 each occurrence, with $100,000 in property damage.
It's also important to add medical and uninsured motorist coverage.
It's about 18% of drivers on our Nevada roads that are underinsured or don't carry any insurance at all.
Evans says if you don't know what coverage you have, it's a good time to sit down with an insurance professional.
It's one of those coverages that can really make the difference when something like this happens.
But Tiffany can't go back in time. All she can do now is have faith.
I trusted in God that he was there with me and try to get me through.
With family by her side, Tiffany will push forward and create a new path.
You have to rebuild your life. Not what it was. You have to try to figure out what new life is going to look like.
If you would like to know more about Tiffany, visit our website, colotv.com, and click on this story.